XRP holders, I have a theory as to why the US SEC had put a lawsuit on Ripple and claiming XRP to be a security. So just about 10 minutes ago, we had this article break. I'm going to show you it right now. So we see April 26, 2023 at 3:24 p.m. Now it is 3:45 p.m. So just about 20 minutes ago. And the Franklin Templeton CEO said the future of the crypto industry is regulated, and regulations are definitely coming. But as we go down here, she said, I can tell you, if Bitcoin ever became so big that it became a threat to the US dollar as the reserve currency, the US would limit the use of Bitcoin. Currencies are very important for governments to manage their economies. They will not cede their currency to this concept of a global currency. And she then went on saying that, I can tell you different areas in the world are more advanced than others, more comfortable with it than others, naming Singapore, Hong Kong, and the UAE as examples of crypto-friendly jurisdictions. And if we go up here, she talks about the SEC. They have been in close contact with the US SEC as it developed its newly launched blockchain-based mutual fund, which I think just launched and paired up with Stellar, XLM. But if we keep going down, she said that Johnson said that the regulators both in the US and outside of it are nervous about passing regulations that could have unintended consequences, which ultimately would be displacing the dollar as a world reserve currency. So XRP is basically acting like a world currency where it can swap and be that kind of bridge currency to be the one that is converted in and out of all the country's local currencies, especially when CBDCs go live. So it's when they say Bitcoin, that's not Bitcoin's use case. But for XRP, its use case is to act as, the US dollar in the sense of being the de facto currency in between all the other currencies for international commerce. So if we think about what was just said there, let's go back to the tweet. Regulators would step in to limit the use of Bitcoin if it ever threatened the status of the US dollar. And what have they done with XRP? They stepped in with that lawsuit for the past, 2 or more years now. They stepped in and limited the use of XRP for United States companies, United States retail, etc. But everywhere else in the world, they're like, come on in, and they're adopting it. Ultimately, I believe that the US is going to have to come around with, doing their crypto regulation. And once that happens, the nail's in the coffin. Ultimately, what they're nervous about, these unintended consequences, they know that it's going to happen. So they're trying to, push it down the line, push it down the line, push it down the line. So once we see a resolution of that XRP SEC case, then it's on. Also, let me show you this because it says, please enjoy the final crypto winter. And we've been saying this. It's the hyper boom. The crypto hyper boom is in full effect. And I think there may not be a black swan, but a golden swan with when the US gives their regulations. So we all know it's coming soon, but when? I believe that moment is going to be what initiates the hyperdrive. And we're going to see cryptos and the ones that are providing utility and, they have a use case and are compliant to the regulations, they're gonna boom. And XRP and Ripple in this whole case with the SEC might be the one to put, that hammer in the coffin as far as, yes, this whole kind of unclear regulation in the US, it's over with, XRP gets a clarity, and then ultimately does displace the dollar as that neutral bridge asset and that world's reserve payment currency, and then ultimately down the line years later it will replace it or at least diminish it as the world's de facto world reserve currency. So that's just my theory. That's what I'm thinking. Let me know if you think I'm kind of in the ballpark. Leave a comment. Let me know if I'm off or if I'm on.